Okay. And we are live. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back. We've had a couple of, feels like 2 weeks off because we had so many technical problems last time, but hopefully tonight we will do better. Um, I think we need a recap. Would you like um, Archivist AI to tell us the story so far? Let's do that. All right. So exactly. Exactly. So let me pull that up. All right. This is done in the voice of Stan Lee, so I'll try to I'll do my best. Excelsior, true believers! Welcome back to another action-packed episode of Stormbreakers Battle Royale. Strap in because the excitement is hotter than a fire-breathing dragon, and the stakes are higher than a rogue's chance of pulling off a heist. Let's get into the fray. In this week's electrifying showdown, our intrepid Stormbreakers found themselves in a whirlwind of chaos. Excuse me. Um, I lost my place because I tried to increase the font size. That tells you a couple things, doesn't it? Whirlwind of chaos as they faced off against a truly formidable foe. Our hero Kineas kicked things off with a bang, activating his cloud rune ability. What a twist! He redirected an incoming attack from a soldier right into the back of another of his allies. But hold on to your capes because the tide turned faster than a bard's ballad when that same soldier landed a devastating blow on Kineas, racking up a brutal 24 points of damage. Ouch! That left him with just 82 hit points. Yikes. Meanwhile, our clever strategist Zith was cooking up a plan worthy of a master tactician. Could shrinking Kineas give them the edge against their enemies? He reminisced about past encounters with goblins, and it seemed the gears were turning. Positioning himself like a chess master, Zith prepped to cast a spell that would affect the three enemies. And lo and behold, two of them flunked their saving throws. Ka-ching! Ezra, the ever thoughtful cleric weighed his options like a contestant on a cooking show, contemplating using remove curse on Kineas. Spoiler alert, there was no curse to lift. But wait, Kineas heard a mysterious voice in his head whispering sweet nothings about shrinking himself. And just like that, he used a bonus action to shrink down, boosting his mobility like a pro gymnast. With newfound confidence, Kineas struck back at an enemy with a jaw dropping hit that dealt 23 points of damage while also snagging 8 hit points back for himself. Talk about a comeback. Meanwhile, Ozus summoned a fiery flame strike, targeting 3 enemies and busting through the hypnotic pattern that had them entranced. Fireworks, anyone? As the combat heated up, Dell tried to navigate the battlefield and ran smack into an enemy wall. Bummer, the relentless Brelis soldiers aren't holding back, with one targeting Kineas with an evil eye attack, but our hero stood strong, resisting their psychic assault. Though he still took 18 points of damage, Zith seized the moment, striking back and then retreating like a ninja to dodge retaliation. Smart move. Ezra chimed in with his Toll of the Dead spell, dishing out a whopping 28 points of damage after his foe flubbed his saving throw. And just when you thought it couldn't get better, he followed up with a healing word, restoring a solid 24 hit points to Kineas. Teamwork makes the dream work, folks. But wait, the drama escalated when a veteran enemy attacked another character with a glaive, dealing 14 points of damage and leading to a shocking fatality. The tension was thicker than a dragon's scale when an unseen attack let loose a crossbow bolt, hitting the Brellish soldier. No, I think it was hitting the veteran, and causing a major chaos. Just when you thought Caneus was down for the count, he resisted an attempt by a soldier to push a wall down on him. Talk about strength and determination. In a twist worthy of a cliffhanger, he even communicated with the unseen presence, strategizing about ongoing threats and potential ambushes. What's next for our brave Stormbreakers? Tune in next week for more action, intrigue, and maybe a surprise guest appearance. And remember, true believers, when the going gets tough, just keep your wits about you and never forget your healing potions. And now, a word from our sponsor. Get your very own potion of awesomeness. It's guaranteed to give you a +2 charisma and a +5 looking fabulous in any battle. Catch you on the flip side, adventurers. Excelsior! That was an unpaid sponsorship, apparently. So, all right. Well, with that, I think it's time we invite our archivist to come on in. Let's see, here we go. All right, so we will begin right where we left off in the middle of the fight. And so we will start round 3. I had a Brellish soldier up currently. So that is what's going to happen. He is going to... Oh, this is the guy that tried to push the wall down that didn't work. And then we ran into problems. So I'm going to move on to the next guy. So... Are we still having problems with the pop out? It looks like it. Yep. Yeah, I got issues. Okay. All right. So with that, we're going to... if I do this, there we go. It won't close once I pop it open. Oh well. All right. So this guy is going to target Caneus. He has a club that he's going to poke greatly. So we got a great club attack. Yes, sir. Right. I put a breastplate on your character sheet, but I guess it's not working. Right? Is that true? Gotcha. It should do better than that, I think. All right. So going to attack with a normal attack on Caneus. And that's... Yeah, did you get it? 14? 16? Okay. All right. Well, this is going to hit you. Using a reaction. Okay. All right. So he's going to go ahead and roll his damage against you. 3d8 plus 12. Oh, so then it's popping out your hellish rebuke. There you go. Okay. All right, so you're going to deal, looks like 16 points to the Brellish soldier, and he's going to deal 26 points to you. And then he's going to attack you with an evil eye attack. This will prompt you for a charisma saving throw as it deals out 68. Oh, looks like you made the saving throw, so you're only going to take half damage, 12 points, and that ends his turn. not moving. So what is
What's up, boss? Right? Yeah, they're killing people. One of these, soldiers out here, these veterans, is, pretty good. Took a couple of bolts to the, you know, center mass. And, Taylor is out here doing her thing. They'll do what? Oh, okay.
all right? So with that, Anea has got that figured out. Kaneas, your turn. Go ahead. No, I think that someone did a flame strike. Yeah, they're not zoned because Ozus did a flame strike and hit all of them. Yep, exactly. That actually hits. That's amazing. That is amazing that that hit. That's enough to hit these guys. They are not well armored at all, and they're big and lumpy, easy to hit. All right. Couple of deft moves with Calamos longsword leaves. He's beat up. He is bleeding. Oh yeah, he's very very wounded for sure. Okay, so we're back at Ozus, and Ozus, I think we might be able to do some fun stuff with him. Let's see. I think maybe not a fireball, but another flame strike might solve this problem right here. So if we cast flame strike, and we put it right there, that should target all three of those guys. And so we're going to roll some damage. Yep. They're rolling their saves. 2 failed, 1 saved. And so he cleans it out. Cleans it out. All right. And so even the guy that saved wasn't enough to save him. All right. So I think Ozus is going to move maybe over here or there. I think that's where he'll go. All right. So Ozus will move back and let some others, if they want to take the front, they can do that now that maybe Kineas isn't plugging things up so bad. But maybe. We'll see. All right. So with that, Ozus will end his turn, and Dell, you get to go now. What would you like to do? So just some difficult terrain to get through your buddies, but you can then move your way. Yep. He goes, watch out for the burnt bacon. So, yep, 35 feet right there. Yep, but you can do it. Hey, Destiny, can you come get Liberty? She might need to go outside. All right. Yep. Nice. Good rolls. Okay. So, yep, he takes that 8 points. He's looking beat up. He's burnt. He's beat up, cut. Now you're just poking at him really hard, smacking on him. And that ends him right there. Yep. Yeah, you're half right now still because of your not curse. This looks like a part of a cave that they kind of in a makeshift shack, basically. And there are bones there of like some rat bones and things like that. They really don't have anything of value in here. These look like they were just trying to survive since this day of mourning. So you'll have to use, well, there are rules for squeezing, so we'll let you do that. This guy's like, this is really dangerous. He's talking to Caliph, and he's like, maybe we need to go. These Warforged in here are brutal. And Caliph is having a little discussion with him, like maybe they're not very far into this cave. They could get out before they get attacked again. But some crazy business going on. Caneus, you you see further down the cave because you have the eyesight for it. Laying in the corner, there is kind of just a warforged, maybe like a corpse, or a, he's not moving. Maybe might be just unconscious, but it's not one of the ones that have been doing the little sniping and ambush tactics. He's blue and red. Looks like, let me copy image and paste image. This is what he looks like. Were he to be standing and active, that's what he would look like. But that's his coloring, and that's what he looks like. Now it's been a while for players, but not very long for characters. So anyone who has been talking, who was talking with Mercy, when Mercy was talking about if you could find someone, I'll remind you that this looks like the description that Mercy gave of Filch. That was one of her big secrets that she held, and that was that they got separated on the day of mourning, and she has wanted to go find him, but has been busy leading the surviving Warforged pilgrims, that she did not have any opportunity to do so, but has been worried about him and wanting to go find him. Yeah. Filch? Um, you hear some. You do hear some from your one good ear that there are some servos kind of sounding inside. Zzz, 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 zzz. Um, but Filch seems to be either in a coma or otherwise not functioning properly. Okay. Doesn't seem doesn't seem to work. It seems like you may need to try to rouse him with a persuasion check. You have to convince him to turn back on again. Yeah, what do you want to do? Yeah, you kind of do an inspection, try to see if you can figure out what's wrong. Yeah, so I want you to try an arcana check through your um your artificer kind of perspective and see if that can give you some clue. Nice. It appears that his body is not damaged, but there's something about his mind that is a problem. So he seems to be uh, kind of maybe like shut down from shock. Um, like hmm, interesting. Uh, all right, so I think she's going to try to send him a telepathic message, and she's like, uh, "I don't think he's answering. I
I suspect he hears me, but I can't be sure because he's not responding.
yeah, sure." Wow. Well, well done, not. All right, neither. You weren't able to wake him up. Maybe, yeah. You're not very charismatic right now. He's now even further comatose at this point. He's receding further into the recesses of his mind. Well, the wizard's not very charismatic. Neither is the monk. Everyone dumped on that stat. So +1 for the cleric. +1. Both the clerics have a +1, so they can try persuasion. So let's have Ezra go up and try. Let's see what his persuasion is. It's +3, so we'll give that a shot. So it's a 13. Not enough. Ozzus can try. His persuasion is +6. He's actually got skills. And he actually gets him to wake up. They're trying to, he's like, come on, buddy. Come on. Everything's working fine. You just got to wake up. You got to get back in the action. Come on. Come on, soldier. Yeah. Here's bacon. The bacon does it. The bacon does it. Suddenly he opens up his eyes and he says,
I do not consume bacon, but maybe that would be interesting. Who are you? Oh my. What happened to that big one over there? I do not remember, but it seems like there were terrible things here. Yes, I recalled some information about the Lords of Blades. That is terribly violent. The Lord of Blades is a powerful warforged, but their ideology includes the extinction of humans and humanoids. No, not at all. The Lord of Blades and his followers were one of the chief factions on one side of this war. It was very unfortunate. The makers didn't ever intend for that. But I believe they exceeded their initial programming. And as we became sentient, they took on a much darker side of supremacy, because generally speaking, we are. It appears that you are suffering from the magical radiation. Hopefully, your exposure was limited. If your exposure was limited, then the effects should fade in time. But perhaps more time than you would like. Some people would consider that, but I think just allowing some time to pass should be sufficient. Are we? What time constraints are you functioning under? The stress of the day of mourning was too much for me, I think. I am afraid to admit that fact, but I think I was just overcome.
As Ezra said that I think that we did connect that poor little docent that Sith was playing around with, and we found the next piece of the rod here inside this robot mountain thing. Yeah, so it led us here, but it kind of used up the last of that docent's energy. We were hoping to recharge the docent, but the rod just used it up.
I do not know where there is a docent, but I have not been activated for perhaps quite some time. I am still not sure of how much time has passed. I am not sure of my full status. My thoughts are cloudy. I am not sure what to think, but you don't seem to mean me harm. Checking.
Filch kind of tries to right himself and hold the wall and stand up, and then he kind of flexes his legs and he spins around a little bit, kind of in, checking his systems.
I seem to be physically functional. We should be able to proceed. Are we leaving here?
Uh,
Oh, gray matter engine. I don't know. I can't remember.
I think that it's best that we leave. We're not much help to you here, and I've already lost one. Thank you, and good luck to you.
oh, the veterans? Oh, well, they are excited about that, and they thank you very much. And they tell you if there's anything else you need, let them know, and they'll do their best to to provide it. Okay, so they head back out. You're not far into the caves. Haven't gotten very far so far. So they find the entrance very quickly and they head back out into the Mournland. Back to their village. Yeah, so the cave is very not flat, right? And you are kind of in an upper area where it kind of goes up and then it kind of goes back down again, toward like where the Fomori, the Brelish soldiers were. So it kind of goes down that direction. So further to the right, like down this branch, it continues to kind of go down. And here it kind of goes down a little bit to um, where the gray matter is coming from a section that goes back up again. So it kind of starts going back up further over here. Sure. Okay, so again, here you've met back up with where the gray matter is kind of flowing down one side of the cave floor against the lower side of the wall there, the cave wall, and then around the corner and back down toward where you saw it before. So this direction kind of goes up. No, it goes up. Yeah, so this will go up and I will move you. If you like, you have to shimmy, 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 and turn sideways and get down on kind of one knee. It'll be tight for you, sir. As long as it doesn't get closer than that. But are you claustrophobic?
We can scout ahead, boss, if you like.
And the cave here is climbing up as you kind of move around and climbing up. Spells. So prepped would show like the little sun filled in. Maybe you don't see it. Yeah. Ozus. He does have greater restoration. Greater restoration is prepared, but he doesn't have any slots. Yeah. It would just use a higher level spell slot to cast that spell at that level. He just, yeah. Oh, nice. All right, so we're going to do. Oh, nice. It consumes a 6th level spell slot by default because it doesn't have any 5th level slots. So that's cool. Yes, it does. Yeah, the swelling starts to go down. Yep, it is. It didn't fix. Maybe the mending spell might work. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that seems to do the job. So you can have your plate mail back, and you can delete the breastplate. That wasn't working right anyway. It's in a very tight space with you, sir. It's like an ostrich.
Okay, boss.
Like a Pokemon ball. And he goes bloop.
Hey, boss, it looks like this thin passageway opens up a little. Oh, you're back to normal size. Well, that's handy. See, he's good for something. Yeah, it opens up into a big cave. Not yet, but I'm kind of hanging back a little, being cautious.
Let me. Yeah, it continues up here. I was just at the coast. It does get a little foggy. The axe beak squawks and acts a little nervous. Kind of runs over here. Yes, if you stop to look at your reflection, you do see the very same kinds of things you saw before. Okay. All right. So wait, stop there. Nope, stop there. across the cave, since you have such good vision, you see something. It looked like maybe just a pile of fur or a corpse or something, but it now is aware of the axe beak and other things in the area, and so it perks up and stands and snorts at the air and just roars, lets out this violent roar. And it looks like this. Let me send you a pretty picture. Bink. It's like a bear that has strange horns and pustules and tentacles coming out of around its mouth. So it's now time for those roll initiative. Yeah, I think this matches maybe the description of the. Remember, they talked about weird creatures that have been mutated by the day of mourning. Well, I guess we're going to find out what that cool name's all about here. All right, Zith, go ahead and roll initiative. Or it looks like you tried. It did not work for you. Okay. 26. Okay. I just clicked it so it'd roll. So then I changed it to 26 in the thing. So it's good. All right. All right, so it's roar. It does a big roar and it wants to charge into battle, but it's not as fast as some of you. So Zith, you are sprung and ready for action. What are you going to do? It's in the cave somewhere. You can't hear. You can hear it roaring from somewhere down here. Yep. You don't get to see it. You don't get to see it. Now you can see it. All right. Each extra charge adds another d6 to your fireball, right? Hypnotic pattern. You targeted yourself. We'll see if this animal can bear it. Yep. Oh, yeah, sorry. Go ahead. So Ozus is actually kind of stuck back in the cave. So he'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 out there. And can't see anything. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Whoops, can't move there. Oh, now he sees it, but he's already taken all his actions, so he's done. All right, Dell, you're up. Ugh. Is it beeswax or earwax? What kind of wax? Oh, that kind of whack. Wax. So a miss, and yeah. And you're using something that is going to preclude. Okay, he's going to then. Yep. He takes an anti-magic swipe at you. All right, he misses. Okay, Caneus, you're up. Now, Dell's in the way, so don't forget to count twice for him. Oh, you went across this way? Okay. Okay. You shoot the tip off. My browser crashed, so I'm reloading. Okay. I'll be right there to do that. Meanwhile, who's next on the lineup? Okay. And then after Anea, she's not going to do much. Oh, good. Okay. All right. There it goes. That is a good question. I will tell you in just a minute because it's just loading up the. Trying to draw the screen. There we go. All right. So the Blaze Bear is going to make what you said, Constitution or Strength? Neither. Dexterity. Okay. Nope. He's knocked prone. Okay. Let's see. I can go to Utility Effects Prone. There we go. Okay. All right. So he's going to use half of his movement to stand. He's got a walk of 15 feet. So he'll have. It's going to take 5. Can't do 10. So, and from here, he is going to target Kineas and Dell. Target. And he has a stunning gaze, and he's going to use that on you. All right. So the stunning gaze, I have to pull it up and read it because it didn't roll like it's supposed to. So it says here, the Blaze Bear targets 2 creatures it can see within 120 feet of itself. Each target must succeed a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or have the stunned condition until the start of the Blaze Bear's next turn. So, can you do a DC 15 saving throw, Wisdom saving throw? Yes. Just click on your wisdom. And then it'll... Oh, a 20. Wow. All right. So it finishes its turn without affecting anyone. You're too far away for a bite. He can't swipe at you with his claws, so his gaze did not work. Moving on. All right. So it's Ezra's turn. He's still back in the tunnel. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There's 30 feet for Ezra. Is he going to do anything else? He just can't. All right. So Ezra can cast Bless. Bless. Oh, hold on. Cancel. Let's target within 30 feet. 30 feet of him, I think, is what Bless is. Is that right? And himself. All right, so we could do Bless. He'll cast Bless. And roll. All right, the Bless effect has been applied. Everybody. No, you're too far away. Oh, somebody said axe speak, so I did that. Oh, so that didn't work. Hold on. Okay, target. Bless. Roll. Okay, so that will that'll end his turn. So moving on to the next Filch. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay. And the axe speak. Yep. It's not blessed. Oh, is it still targeting you? I thought it would not have targeted you, Knaus. Shouldn't be targeting you. Yeah. All right, the axe beak is hit. And just close that dialogue with an X at the top right. Kineas. Okay. I'm going to see what happens here. I think it's just going to kill the axe beak. The axe beak walked up and tried to peck it, and it hit. So it would do normal damage to the bear. So yeah, it did a couple of points of damage to the bear, but then the bear hits the axe beak. Well, the axe beak just slaughters the axe beak. Kills the chicken. It's time for chicken dinner. All right. And with that, we will start the next round. Zith, what are you going to do? It's roaring at you. It seems to have speaks bear. Do you speak Ursine? Yep. Failed his. He's going to run back. Okay. All right, so I think Zith would, he'd probably do Scorching Ray on the bear is what I think Ozus would do. So here it comes. Three rays of fire at the bear, waiting for it to decide what to do. There it goes. Select your target. Okay. Feels like it's a little slow. Come on. Now what? So it's going to do. On a hit, the target takes 2d6 fire damage. Needs to roll 3 times for it to hit. I don't see that happening. So let's roll it 3 times. 1, 2, no. Okay, that's a miss. I think is a miss. 14 AC. And there we go. 1 hit. So that's 2d6 damage. 6 points on the bear. Not a great move. Okay. So Oz's turn is done. Del, you're up. Okay. Kineas, you're up. That hits. Yep, he made it. You did 12 points, though. Good job. No. Mm, yep. Yep. Yeah, it's really gross. It's kind of freaking you out. It's very animated and violent, and its tentacles are doing this around its kind of like gosh, what was that on Avatar on the planet? Those creatures have the little like tentacles on their face. Yeah, kind of like that. All right, so that ends your turn, huh? Yes. Oh, that would be why you'd have advantage right there. If yeah, is it on it? Let's see. Oh, it's still showing as prone. That's why, but it's not. So oh, okay. Well, it made it by a lot, so I'm not worried about that. It would like roll 20, like a 26 or something like that. Okay. I think it's already used its reaction, so you're good. Okay. All right. Okay. Anea's not going to do anything, so the bear gets to move. 5, 10, All right. So at first, we're going to try the stunning gaze. We got to see if it can use its ability. It has to recharge. So it didn't roll. So let me on a 5 or 6 it gets to reuse. All right. So it doesn't get to reuse that. It's just going to then use its multi-attack. It gets 2 bite attacks. So we're going to try 2 bites. It's just like chomping at you while you're running away. Okay, first bite attack should target Kineas. Attack. Normal. That would hit you, Kineas. That's right. Exactly. All right, and then it's going to try to bite you again. You only get one of those, right? All right, and so this one's going to hit you. Exactly right. All right, so with that, let's roll some damage. All right, so that's 30 points of damage. The bite is painful, and you feel the tentacles just gripping onto you. Yeah, so that's 30 points, but you only take half because of your heal room, right? All right, Ezra. Ezra's cast Bless. What else can he do? He can... Let's quickly look at his spell list. Shield of Faith. Spiritual Weapon. Spirit Guardians. Yeah, he's going to move forward. 5, what, somewhere in there, 10, 15, 20. Move right here in front of Ozus. Let's see. I think he can do one more there. And then he'll cast Spirit Guardians. There we go. So this will be difficult terrain for everyone except his friends. And they'll take damage while they're in there. So the bear, if it continues to come closer, will take damage. All right. So with that, he is going to end his turn there. He's giving you a place to get back to. All right. No damage from the Spirit Guardians. Oh, yeah, Filch freaks out over the Spirit Guardians. So we're just going to leave it at that. He's like, uh-oh. And he won't go in there. All right. Back to Zith. What do you want to do, Zith?
Good heavens! What are all those things flying around? That looks dangerous.
No. Yeah, no reason. Okay, it swipes at the air, and let's see. When it swipes at the air, these you can see in the weave um, this wave of force energy that comes out, and you need to make a DC 15 intelligence saving throw, Zith. Intelligence, intelligence, and then choose saving throw. Yep. That was an ability check. Yeah. Oh, much better roll. Okay, so you succeed. So your spell, you feel resistance like the tide of magic waving out from this bear's paw, but your spell goes through. So go ahead, and you have looks like you've made your attack and succeeded. So your ray of enfeeblement. He he. I don't think he does. So it just hit him. So it's a 10 round effect and requires concentration on your part. And I imagine he gets. Yep. Okay. So he's at what, like half strength or something? Nice. His bites for sure. Yep. Absolutely. Now, by the way, this thing right here, you can see this terrain mark here. This looks like this side is high ground and this side is low ground. So it's like, we'll say, a bit of a drop, right? Not a 10-foot drop, but it climbs up. It's probably higher up here than it is down here, but here it's pretty shallow. Okay. All right. Very good. So it's now Oz's turn. Oz is just fine here in this funky thing. So I think he doesn't have any major big spells, but he could do. Yeah, but he doesn't really. He has fourth level spells: Death Ward, Guardian of Faith, Wall of Fire. He has Spirit Shroud. Yeah. So he'll cast Spirit Shroud on himself. Can I do targeting yet? Not yet. It applies concentration. And he's going to do necrotic damage. 5, 10, 15, 20. here, and then here. I'm not sure why I can't move it. Till the end of any attack you make deals a d8 extra damage. Creature within 10 feet of you damages that. Okay. All right. But he can't seem to move any further. All right. So that's fine. We'll just end his turn. Next is Dell and then Kineas on deck. Ooh. He likes beeswax. You did 0 extra damage for your extra die of damage. Okay. I'll give him one more. There you go. It's like a tip. You just added a tip to your... Here's the pain plus tip. You're not the kind of guy that does 15% tip. You just do a 1. Just do 1 as your tip. Okay. He's just not doing a good job. All right, so that hits. That's good. 6 more points. Yep. Yeah, took the extra 5 off. You're tipping a little harder now. That's good. When does Ezzy get to go next? Kineas, the bear, then Ezra. Okay. And an extra 5, I see. Okay. All right. All right. We'll do it again and don't spend the key if... So just do 2 unarmed strikes. You spent the key. Now you have to do the 2. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. You did another point of damage. So that's that jump up. You're jumping. Is that down or up? What did I say? I think it's up. Yeah. So yep. Okay. All right. So yeah, it'll use that to get up that escarpment. Okay. Good. All right. Cool. Kineas, your turn. The bear does not look very injured at this point. It's doing pretty good. I mean, you've scarred it a little bit. You've slashed it. It's bleeding, but it's not bloodied, if you know what I mean. That should lop off one of those tentacles while you slash across its jaws. Nice. Love it when that happens. We have a lot of animation on the screen too, so if you've got a 3D, like a, good video card, it'll probably do better. But when all the animations get flowing, it takes a toll. All right. And then another attack. So one did 16. This one's going to also hit for how much? 23 points. Wow, that's good. All right, you bloodied him. He's bloodied now. You can see that icon on him right now. It looks a little bit, it's like a black and white icon, but it's got blood dripping down. Yes, and he's already used his reaction, so you're good. Keep going. Okay. Yes, yes. And he's just a bear, so he's gonna. All right, Anaya's just hanging out. Anaya's hanging out up on the higher ground area. She's not gonna do anything. Kanea, is she doing anything else? Okay. She's probably like trying to dodge them flying around. She'd probably think that's fun. All right. So the Blaze Bear gets to move now, and it is definitely going to charge forward 10 feet. Maybe. It's not moving. Here we go. We're going to take 3d8. 3d8 damage coming its way. Takes 17 points of damage. It is not happy about that. Failed its save. So, in this case, on a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 radiant damage or necrotic damage. So it took the full brunt of 17 points of damage. All right. And it's going to take 2 bites. It has enfeeblement. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure it's going to. It's got a ray of enfeeblement on it. So that should automate this. Yeah. I'm trying to move this thing, but I can't. So I'm just going to go boom, boom. One bite attack, normal. Oh! Kineas! This is not great for you. Critical damage. Yep, your gift of the metallic dragon does not help you, but you're going to take what looks like not 40 points of damage like you should. You'll take half at 20 points of damage. And then can it do its stunning gaze? Let's see. If I roll a 5 or 6, I can. Let's see what happens. Didn't roll. Okay. So it recharged and it's going to use its stunning gaze on you. You'll need to make a save. Oh, it didn't reset. Hold on. I gotta. It didn't do the recharging properly. So here we go. All right. Kineas, not good with a fumble on your saving throw. Even with bless, it wasn't enough, huh? It didn't add your bless though. Oh, because the bless dropped everyone when he turned on Spirit Guardians, but he's dealing some good damage, so probably a good trade. All right, so Kineas, you are stunned. I don't see that on you, so I'm going to add that. Effect, stun. All right, so Kineas, you're stunned until the Blaze Bear, end of the Blaze Bear's next turn. It's going to get to make a save now for the Ray of Feeblement. And what saving throw is that, sir? I don't recall. Maybe if I end turn, it will make the save for me. Let's see. It didn't do it. So let me make the saving throw for the bear. Can you tell me what attribute I'm saving with? Is it wisdom? No, for Ray of Enfeeblement. Okay. Yep, it's ending. So it makes it save. Yep. It rolled a 20. All right. No longer enfeebled, but now getting attacked by angry spirits. And with that, it ends its turn. So now we're on Ezra. So I think Ezra's happy where he's at, but he's going to move to the higher ground. Maybe over here. Keep him in that circumference. And what can he do? He can do a Toll of the Dead. I know he can do that. Where is it? Oh, he doesn't have that. So he can do Cure Wounds on Kineas. He's right next to him. So let's do Cure Wounds. Let me target Kineas first because I don't think it will ask me. Oh, it did ask me. Good. Okay. So can we upcast to 4th level? 5th level? Let's do 4th. All right. So his healing is coming through. Excuse me. 46. Oh, good roll. He healed 28 points for Kineas. Now, Kineas, that was 48, so it's not 28 points. It's actually 8 times 4 is what, 36? 32. 30, 36. So you're going to get back 36 points, Kineas, because you get max healing, right? And he heals himself. I can't hear Kineas if he's talking. All right. Well, he's at max hit points, so healing himself didn't do him any good, but that's fine. All right, and that's going to end Ezra's turn. Filch is going to move close. He's going to move closer. He's like, "This is really good, right here." Okay, so he's going to move closer in this way. All right. Well, wait. Maybe he can do a ranged attack. Let me see. Nope. Back it up. No more. There we go. Let's see if he can do a javelin. He's going to throw a javelin. at the bear. Yeah. They come out of they actually he stores his weapons, so his weapon comes out, and he throws his javelin. And let's see if he can actually hit it. And he hits. So the javelin sticks into it for 11 points of damage. The bear is feeling it now like a big old bull at a matador's weakness there. He's got he's vulnerable. He's got a javelin sticking out of him, a nice steel-looking javelin. And that will end Filch's turn. So he feels happy he contributed without freaking out too much. All right, Zith, what are you going to do? Zith, make a DC 15 intelligence save. Nice. All right, go ahead. So you're going to dish out 20 more points of damage. Nice. Well done. Yep. I think Ozus is going to toss a firebolt too. That seems like a good idea. What was that last thing you did? Oh, your stealth check. Gotcha. Okay. So Ozus is going to use a firebolt also. See if he can one-up you. Where's his firebolt? Yeah, I know, but where is it on his sheet? I don't see it. I see the big guns, but maybe he didn't prepare it. I thought it was a cantrip. Okay, I have to open his sheet now to find it. It's not in his little quick list. Fire bolt. There it is. Targeting the bear. Roll. Attack. Oh. It's a disadvantage because he's within the bear's reach. So he rolls a 19 and it still hits. And so he's going to do normal damage. Use Blessed Strikes. Yes, why not? And he kills the bear. And then takes credit. You, Zith, that's how you're supposed to do it. All right. With that, the bear is dead. And now with the roaring bear gone, echoing through this cave with all of his little roars, you now hear someone call, "Help!" It's coming from the southeast on this map. Back down. You're checking out the lair. Yeah. Hold on, for sure. Let's look. Zoom out a little bit. Okay. So you're going to go spend an action or two looking through the Blaze Bear's den. You find a strong sense of nasty musk that seems to have turned. A pile of leather scraps, broken bones, sludgy offal fills this corner of the cave. Yeah, gross. Nothing else. No treasure. Bears don't collect treasure. So nothing for you, sir. And you hear it from here. You hear coming from down this way. I can't even ping. Why is that? Oh, because I got the wrong thing. Pinging down here. Help! Echoing through the cave. All right. Yep, let me fix that. End. Oh. I just got rid of Filch. Oops. My bad. Okay, stop there. Barely hear you, yeah. Got some storms going on there, maybe. All right, Dell, you see right there is this image. There's a soldier there, and he says, "Help!" It's kind of a ghostly image of a human siren soldier. He's he's actually over here. He's kind of pacing nervously, and he's like, "Help! Help!" He smiles at you with relief, and he waves, shouting, "Please help me find my comrades." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, also, all of you people here that can see this pool of water, it is filled with. Where's the picture? That's cool. All right, let me copy this picture. No, it's a pool. I'm going to show it to you right now. It has these. No. Stop. Copy image. I would normally just hold the paper up and show it to you. There's a pool. It looks like a deep pool of gray liquid at the corner of this chamber, glittering oddly. Around the pool, bones and battered armaments litter the cave floor. So just so you know, that's what's there. They're like speckled throughout. So they look like kind of like portions of larger crystals, like gemstones. Yep. So this guy's yes, yeah. So this goes down to the right and down further. You can see the other escarpment past the warrior. Okay. So it's kind of just giving you some terrain that goes down, like to show some altitude change in the cave. It's not flat. Help me find my comrades, please. He's waving at you to come, to follow him. He goes running off toward a part of the cave that looks like there's some metal and stone walls, not cave. And he runs in here, and then he vanishes. He reappears, and he looks over at you and goes, "Ah, help me find my comrades." He goes running off, trying to beckon you to follow him. And then he disappears. And he reappears here again. He turns and looks at you. "Ah, help me find my comrades." He smiles and waves for you to follow him. And he runs off. And then disappears. The caves here, they vary in height, but generally speaking are around 20 foot high. That's that gray matter sludge. Yeah. This is, so you can see below, it's actually below you. It drops off, and the gray matter is kind of moving this direction. I don't know if you can see. Let me get my little drawing thing. It's moving this direction. So this gray matter is going the other way. This is going this way, toward the pool. From the pool, you three that are, yeah. And so from the pool, it's going off this way from the pool. Right? So you can see that this direction is the way it's like filling in this little pool, and then it continues kind of into a little cave tunnel, and then it looks like it's flowing this way. It's kind of doing a little loop as it goes down. So gravity is pulling it this way through this tunnel. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yep. Yeah, so especially with a little help from Filch, who walks up with you and says, um, he points at the pool and
Oh, those are dragon shards. These are gems that are magically powered. Well, it depends on the dragon shard. This seems to have a mix of them in here. Not sure how they got here, but this would indicate that this pool of gray matter probably has some magical effects. And you
you feel something reach into your mind.
Oh, hello. A wizard.
Yeah, that you hear that kind of in your head, like a psychic voice.
Ah, a wizard.
And yes, Patrick, we can hear you.
So, you have some horror. Interesting. Power. I am Landro.
Yes, Landro.
Oh, Patrick, you're clicking into oblivion.
Why would I know what to ask it? It's not one of us, so I don't know what to tell you.
Why are you here? Why? Yes, I see. I see what you are doing. You are collecting pieces to a rod. You have been in weird space. You have been deep underground, somewhere else. not let you destroy me. I do not detect the ghost. Where will you go when you leave here? Sigil. Asleep. Where is Sigil? Sigil. Center of the year. I would like to go there. I'm right here. Apparently. Why are you holding a dragon charge? Yes, dragon shards are magical. They are all magical. I cannot tell. I do not even know where they came from. Perhaps they are in the mountain. And my landing here. Shoot them free, rope them. I know a great deal, but I do not know about. Oh, no. If you have an id crystal, I could transfer myself to it. An id crystal. Do you have an id crystal? I do not think you have one, but there is one here somewhere. No, somewhere here. If you can find it and bring it to me, I will be able to transfer to it, and then I will let you have the piece of the rock. The rod that you seek. It powers my gray matter engine. To remove the rod, we would set off fail-safes. So you cannot take it, or it will destroy you. But if you find the crystal, then I will let you have it. Stand by. Stand by. Ah, there it is. It is in my left foot. I do not know where you are exactly, but it is an odd place for an hid crystal. But if you find it, then I will cooperate. I would like to go with you.
It sounds like you're far away or your Bluetooth is failing.
Gentlemen, there is a cave down this way that seems to ascend. This may go higher. Either way, I don't know what is down this way, but it seems to go up. Okay.
Okay, so so as you send it up there, you see, let's move you instead. Boonk. I didn't move you. Because I've got the wrong tool. Boonk. Okay, you are now in a rectangular structure. This appears to be inside of Landro proper. gray matter is spilling. Okay. Kineas, you can reach in with Mage Hand and pick up shards of crystal. Can, yep, for the moment. Hmm. Yeah, it's just clicking a lot. Okay, so you reach in and pull out a couple of little crystal shards. They're small little fragments of gemstones. And I can barely make out what you're saying. Yeah. Something about the water. There is, and there's also a suit of chainmail, 2 short swords, and a mace lying on the floor in the area. They are all kind of twisted and malformed as if they were affected by some powerful magic. No, not anymore. I mean, I guess the image shows some gray matter still on it. Yep. Yep. Okay, roll a d6 for me. Okay, and you pull it out of this little pool of water, and there are, you've noticed it has some magic to it now. You've dipped it in, and um, it is definitely magical now. It is now it is emitting a high pitch sound, kind of a hum. Um, Identify on the sword's not going to tell you much other than it is enchanted with, I guess, enchantment magic. So it's an enchanted sword now. It's really, it's really high pitched. It kind of, it's kind of starting to get to you a little bit. It's very, like when you can hear the lights, but it's a little bit louder, right? It makes kind of lightsabery kind of high pitch humming sounds. But it's still that high pitch sound, but it does change a little bit while you swing it around in the air. Ezra moves away from you because he doesn't want to get hit by that. Okay. Can't hear you. You have like a humming sword. Yeah. So what you see, okay. So in this area right here, Zith, there appears to be a shaft of light in this round circular area. It's coming from above, and you look up and you notice that about 30 or 40 feet up, there is debris all in this circular room. But the shaft of light goes down, and you can see down quite a distance. It looks like about 30 or 40 feet down. Let's see. Yeah, about maybe 40 or even 50 feet down. It looks like there might be an opening, like right above where you're standing in that shaft. Like imagine like this is a shaft in Star Wars, right? And you can see an opening further down right below where you are. Does that make sense? Below you, about 50 feet. Above you, about 30 or 40 feet up, the shaft is blocked by a large amount of debris. It's like the light shaft fills this whole circular area. You see dust inside the light and little pebbles and small debris just floating in the air. What friend? Oh yeah, that's this guy right here. And he keeps running back and forth and then resetting back to here. And then running into here and then resetting back again. Let's see. Hold on. Maybe. Let me look. Yeah. So in this room right here, okay, the room you're in. Oh, yeah. Hold on. In the room you're in. Stop there. This is. You notice that as you started to walk into the other room. Okay, let me start you here. Hold on. You kind of got ahead wandering around a whole bunch. On this side over here, there are benches and tinker's tools and wood carving equipment, metal plates hanging from hooks above stone tables, and counters in this crowded workshop area. In one corner, a faucet juts out from a tall steel vat. The opposite corner has collapsed, opening out to this cave. So the steel vat is over here, And this whole area over here is apparently was once part of the chamber, and this wall has collapsed, and that's where the gray matter is oozing out down into the cave. So as you wander into this area, this is where you notice this shaft of light that seems to be just going straight up and down. And as you step in here, you feel immediately the veil of silence. This room is perfectly quiet. There's no sounds in here. There is someone laying in the walls and all are lined with cots, 3 high, like almost like bunk beds. And in one of them is someone laying down asleep. No, it looks more like the size of maybe a hobbit. I mean, a halfling or a gnome or something. Just sleeping. Can't hear you because it's you've noted you kind of scuff your boot a little bit and it makes no sound. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. So that's what you see. Okay. So as you go send the eye down, you get to the other portion of this shaft and it opens to what looks like an armory. There are racks of weapons. Some are broken or bent or unusable. But this area looks like it might have some halberds, some hand crossbows that might be usable. Are you going to wander your eye into this area? Okay. Yeah, so you see on either side much larger round chambers that also have these shafts of light in it. These are actually large spheres kind of embedded within this round chamber. And the light is coming from the sphere down, going down deeper in these apparently cylindrical, I don't know what to call them, like wells or chamber, just pure cylindrical areas that go straight down. You have to do slash. You have to slash roll or slash R. It'll work if you do that. There you go. Flipped a coin. The eye, you're going to send the eye there. Okay. You feel immediately through the eye, you sense weightlessness. Just like you did coming down the other round, the smaller round chamber. So you kind of can go between underneath the sphere that's at the top part of this large chamber and down below where the light shaft goes. You can see down hundreds of feet. Okay, you begin to send the eye down. Meanwhile, your body is very preoccupied in the other chamber, looking through your eye. Meanwhile, back in the other chamber, let's give some people some spotlight time. What do you guys do down here? Caneas? Dell? Oh, that works better. You fixed your mic, maybe. Okay. Can hear you much better now. Yeah, this is just kind of an overhang, and you just can see down this whole kind of this little crevasse or narrow area that has gray matter flowing through it. So your guess is it probably is what is out here that you came up from, right? It kind of comes out here. So it looks like it just kind of curves around and then goes back up around and then over to where it goes down into the lower caves that you were in. No, he runs into Landro and disappears and then resets and reappears over here and then starts over again. No, when he gets inside this chamber, he just vanishes. Del, what about you? What do you want to do? Well, Ray would say that this is a class 4 repeating specter. Filch is staying outside of the circling spirits. All right. Meanwhile, down the legs, you are going down, down, down until you reach the bottom where the shaft of light ends, and there is what appears to be the inside of a foot, like a hollowed out foot down here. There are some doors, large metal doors down here. You can't get through them. Yeah, go ahead and make a perception roll. Make a perception roll. The stone doors at the toe of this hollow foot are broken, like cracked in several parts and jammed shut. All you could see through the parts that you could see end in solid stone of the surrounding mountain. Did you make a perception roll? An 11? Oh, that happens to be just enough. There is a dusty, lusterless gemstone lying in the corner. Your hand isn't in the gray matter anymore, right? Okay, so you put your hand back in the gray matter. Mm-hmm.
That is strange. You sent an eye to see where where the crystal is. Oh, very good. So you have sent your eye ahead of you, and that is strange. But yes, you have found the crystal. Bring it to me, yes, and I will cooperate with you if you take me with you.
Yeah, I would say you make an insight check at disadvantage. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So your 12 is your roll. And it's hard to say, but he doesn't seem to be deceiving you. He's a massively giant colossus. And these colossus were built by the Siren soldiers to fight against the Warforged. Yeah, this is not a Warforged. He doesn't seem to either he's not aware you're communicating with him or he is then he's indifferent. He's he's perhaps he feels Landro is powerless. Yeah, just a short rest. Okay. Well, I think that's where we will end tonight, is with your short rest. So go ahead and crank out a short rest for your characters. Ozus is at full hit points, so he's just going to rest. Right? And I took care of Ezra already. All right. So that is where we will end for tonight as you begin to enter the actual body of Landro. You obviously have figured out where the left leg is. So the smaller sphere, you can surmise that to be another part of the body, like the spine. Where the two large circles are, those are like the hip joints. And you travel down one of the legs to the bottom. It was quite a drop. It was roughly 130 feet from the hips all the way down to the foot. All right. So that's where we will end for tonight. How long does that Spirit Guardians last? It didn't go away with the short rest. That's what made me wonder. Maybe. Oh, 9. Yeah. Oh, I don't have the clock going. That's probably why. Okay, so we'll just turn those off. Yes, yes. It's funny how magic all lasts 10 minutes. That's all it's good for. Except a few spells that last, yeah, they last 8 hours, right? Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, very good. I'm going to go ahead and turn off our AI. And then we will say goodnight to our audience on YouTube. Thanks for joining us tonight while we explore this iron wrought mountain. And so say goodbye, everybody. Bye.